Sweet tea. You were there. We had a poor customer service at the Hyatt, and she was being really mean to customers. I thought she was just being mean to me, and I thought that I whispered, "She's not very nice."
You didn't whisper.
I went like this. I went like, "She's not very nice," and then you said she looked up.
He did not whisper it at all.
Me and Marlene and Livy and Justin and Ben, when we go somewhere, we're like, God, they just think we're Jersey jackasses.
By a show of hands, how many of you enjoy not having control in a situation? Right? None of you. Yeah, it leads to anxiety when you're doing anything in your life that you feel out of control. It makes you feel anxious. Like Brett talked about, negative reinforcement or coercion or force. Do X or else this will happen. Do this or you're gonna get fired. Do this or you're gonna have some sort of penalty. It leads to the bare minimum, micromanagement, which really limits your creativity. And think about how your learners respond. If you're working with a child and you wanna increase their engagement, you throw in a choice. Do you wanna sit here or here? Do you wanna do spelling or reading first, right? It allows them to be more engaged with you and working with you. Participatory management. So empower your employees to be involved in the organizational values or their own goals. What are their career goals? Do they want to be a better public speaker? Do they want to look into acceptance and commitment therapy or OBM? How can you encourage them to explore those things and create goals and monitor out on how they're doing? That also, we do these scorecards, so every employee will create their own goals. And every week I do this, I have to do it tonight. I have to report out on the things that I have been doing and my progress with my special projects specifically. And I'm also gonna report out on the things that haven't gotten done. I don't need anybody to tell me I haven't done them. I can see I haven't done them, right? So it kind of eliminates some of that micromanagement and it brings some autonomy to the work that I do.
Customers don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if you have a very extremely intensive, passionate vision on why you're doing what you're doing, it means so much more than what you provide. So the most successful organizations like your Googles, your Apples, and maybe Amazons, they often have a very intense why they're doing it. So the rationale for what they do is more important than actually what they do. Because you'll have lots of competitors that implement applied behavior analysis services, but the reason they do it is important.
Research suggests there's a connection between health, both physical and mental, and social support. Where I've come from, I've driven over an hour to get to a client, and you're sitting in the car, you're like, I'm wasting time. I'm not meeting people. I feel really lonely, and that's just part of the field. It's part of our jobs, and we kind of have to find a way to navigate through that. We can foster an environment that's social within our work. So whether it's using social media and creating a private Facebook group for your employees to join if they want to, and you can reinforce and support engagement in those groups. People can have side conversations, or they can plan a meetup outside of work. Encourage mentorship, and not just from the top down. I know Brett has reached out to me and asked me questions about leadership or different things in my opinion, and I've had my RBTs that I work with give me suggestions for what we can do on a case. So mentorship can go both ways, and it should, to help make people feel like they're part of a community.